Hey guys, good evening. Welcome back to Papa Prepper. Good to see y'all in here this evening. I apologize if I lag a little bit tonight or if I might lose you guys. I don't know if it's the weather, but my internet is not working as well as it should. It's kind of iffy at best. So let's see who all's in here. The link up at the top is just a music video. It's Tom McDonald. It's called America. And Tom McDonald is probably not a lot of your guys' taste. I haven't listened to hip hop in years, but it's just his lyrics, and he's not afraid to say anything. And he's just, I love his lyrics. He's really, to me, worth giving a listen. Mame's Legacy, True American Loretta, Scott NC, good to see you guys. Zane, thank you for being here. Donald Kimball Jr., good to see you. Bob William, I emailed you back. I don't know if you've seen it yet or not, but I cannot send your radio to a P.O. box. So I emailed you with a couple options. If you'll check that out for me, Bob. Independent Marine, good to see you, my friend. Morgan, see you. Appreciate you guys all being here. Carry Me Away, good to see you. Coral Tigger, Ashley, good to see you guys. Flow Grown, good to see you, man. CC Collins, Shipwreck, good to see you guys. Karen Miner, Carrie Berry, good to see you guys. Lenny No, John Doe, Adriana Turner, Mindy Jo Nickerson, good to see you guys. Tribulation Safe, I like that name. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Bear Wilkie, man, I am glad you are in here. I left you a response on your comment on my video. I know you got a lot going on, man, but you did win a ham radio last weekend on the giveaway. So if you could email me if you have any way of doing that, I'd really like to get that radio to you. And I've been praying for you, man. Ruben D, good to see you. Yeah, Mames, he's like, I guess I am a fan in the sense of his lyrics are just, and he writes everything himself, and his lyrics are just phenomenal. I don't know. His lyrics are just genius. Homestead Homeboy, good to see you. Chris Kaufman, thank you for being here, brother. Alley Cat's Prepared Life, good to see you. Thank you for being here. Klingon Princess, good to see you. Big Bear Prepper, hello, good to see you. Yeah, Bear, it's we gave away 8 ham radios last Saturday night, and you was one of the winners, man. Like one of the only times you haven't been here, but you won. And bearwilkie1@gmail.com. All right, thank you very much. I'm gonna write that down real quick. bearwilkie1@Gmail. Yep. All right. Let's see who else we got. I think I'm caught up. Let me see. Nope. Ark Wild Man Survival. Good to see you, my friend. Yeah, it's one of the nice ones, Bear. I hope you guys like it, man. It comes with a spare battery and an extended antenna. So it has 2 antennas. It comes with the programming cable you plug into your computer. I can't remember. It's got the handheld mic attachment, plugs in. It's a pretty nice radio, man. At Papa Prepper, Comrade is going to do some tutorials from the start. Thursday, first episode. Awesome. That will be awesome. Very good. Paintball season. Anybody playing this year? I highly suggest it. Man, I have never paintballed one time in my life. I'm not that I wouldn't. I mean, I just never been really had the opportunity. So, another reason I have a notebook laying right here is I want your guys' help. I mean, oh yeah, I say it like, oh yeah. RSD is okay. There was no blood clots. So now they're just kind of like back to square one starting Monday. They're not sure really where to go from here because they was pretty certain by her levels, her blood work was pointing everything in the direction of blood clots, and there's nothing there. So now they're kind of scratching their heads trying to figure out what else it could be. And of course, by being Saturday, they're not going to put in any overtime on it till Monday. So she could definitely use some prayers, though. Absolutely. Thank you, Bob. And thank you guys for asking. I appreciate that. Fighting off this sinus infection as best I can. I feel for you, Coral. Man, those things get a hold of you. They won't let go for a while. Oh, no blood clot is absolutely good news, but now it's like, well, now what? You know, that kind of thing. Hey, Anna W., good to see you. Sherry Leach, good to see you. Deanna Walters, good to see you. So I did the, and anybody that comes in contact with Mojo Man or Tiger 454, can you please send them back over this way? For some reason, I went in, I was checking settings and the moderator settings, and I put in a couple words that can't be used in chat. And I noticed that for some reason, Mojo Man and Tiger 454 was on the blocked list. I don't know how long they've been on. I haven't seen Mojo for a couple weeks. So if you guys see them out and about in chat, tell them it had to have been a misunderstanding or an accidental push of a button, but they are not blocked from this channel. Want to see what I've been up to today? You're beautiful. Say the big wide world of the internet. Say hi. This is Penelope. Me and Aunt Manny's been babysitting today. We get to keep her all night. What is it? And she is like one of the best, most content, happy babies you will ever see in your life.
Hello.
What's that? And she loves her Aunt Manny, which she's not blood, you know, our niece, but I'm everybody's Uncle T. Look up here. With the eye? Look up here. Look at that green light.
Hi, baby. Hi. Can you go?
Do your little face. Go. She's like, y'all are stupid.
No.
Who is that? Is that Penelope?
She's just
Tell them bye. She's like, there's nobody there. What are you talking about?
Bye-bye.
Tell them bye-bye. Sounds like Aunt Mandy needs a nap. All right.
Let me get her.
That's what we done today. That's how we spent our. Let me get back up here. And I did turn the slow chat on for 5 seconds. I'm hoping maybe that'll help me kind of help me keep up and not get so far behind. Staying high for life. You have a good looking kid. No, she's not R. I wish she was, but like I said, I'm everybody's Uncle T. Hey, the Bubba News. Good to see you, man. Too cute. Those are the best days. They don't talk back. Right? Evelyn Roberts. Good to see you. Oh, y'all look so sweet with that pretty baby in your arms. Thank you. Joe says, I like dogs better. Nothing personal. Hey, Terry Gore. Good to see you. Faith, hey Faith, good to see you. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. I hope you're feeling well. Zane, we can't. Long out store. Nana Joe, I like that. Best gig in the world. Absolutely. Yeah, I apologize, guys. If I'm buffering, it most likely is on my end this time. Like I said, our internet's running really slow tonight. We're kind of surrounded by rain, cloudy nastiness today. It hasn't really rained here too much today. It's just been really dark and gloomy. And yep, that's pretty much the same case here, Carrie. Excuse me. Long story short, Mandy discovered that on her yearly exam that down in that area she was full of cancerous cells, and the best alternative, that she was having other issues as well with bleeding and stuff, but the best issue or the best route to go was to remove everything with all the cancerous cells and everything with it. So, and that's fine. We're over 40 years old, and and if we would happen to have had a baby, like a unplanned, it'd have been fine. Somebody's here. But anyway, long story short, that's why we can't. My little guy just got here to spend the night with Nana, and it's supper time. I'll catch up with the live later. Take care and God bless. All right, Bob. Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it. Have fun with that baby. Your sister got me a nice recurve bow the other day. Just need a new string. That's awesome. Good deal, brother. Oh, it's all right, Joe. Thank you, man. I mean, it's it gets us down some days. Like I told her earlier, I said, it might be kind of taken. It might be not improper, but I told her I like the way I love watching her take care of Penelope. It just kind of like a what if thing. Kind of that's where my head goes, So, hey, Carpenter Stuff for Lions, good to see you. Big German, good to see you. My husband has never biologically seeded a child. However, he has been a father to boys who are fatherless and an amazing stepdad as well. Family comes in many forms. Absolutely, Mindy. You guys have seen Kylene, and she'll be 20 this month, actually. And I've been here. I mean, I'm not her bio dad, but I've been here for 17 years. I mean, so I couldn't imagine having, the love being any different if she was, biologically mine. We had the grandkids today, 2 and 7. Whew, you was busy. I will trade you that baby for the night for you watching 2 kittens. Maybe then I can get 5 hours of sleep. No, I'll keep the baby. Excuse me. I finally tied a dang knot. I had to make a lanyard. It took a minute. Loads of swearing. Hey, yeah, good to see you. Guns coast to coast. Good to see you. One door closes, another opens. And that's absolutely right, man. We've actually really not like sat and talked for hours, but we've had a couple conversations lately about possibly adopting. But the only thing is with that is, the uncertainty of everything the way it is right now. We adopt a child and then, we lose our jobs or, then what, because I don't know, there's just a lot of things to think about. I'm totally not against adoption at all. We've talked about it. My neighbor is off the oxygen mask, still has oxygen up his nostrils, still in ICU. I guess that's a step in the right direction. At least he's off the mask. We've still been praying for him. That happened to my lady, to Brother Evelyn Roberts. She's on here too. She's doing very well now. Just give her lots of love, buddy. We'll be praying for you. Absolutely, man. Thank you. For years, we said if we got pregnant, we were going to name it Houdini. I had my tubes tied. After my hysterectomy, we decided to name it Jesus. Absolutely. Hey, Grammy's house. Good to see you. I couldn't have any biological children. One adopted son who doesn't give a crap about me, but precious granddaughters are my family now. See, that does terrify me about adopting, because, there's millions of awesome stories, of everything worked out perfect, but there's a lot of stories as well as they grow up. You're not my mom. You're not my dad. And just that would just crush me. Which not that I wouldn't love them, because I love everybody, let alone my kids. But it's a lot of terrifying things, aspects to look at. Like I said, my biggest right now is just the condition of this world, this country. Just, we're doing good taking care of ourselves right now, as I'm sure a lot of you are, and you bring another child into it, and it's scary. I just got my first grandson 2 months ago. I get to keep him every day. I'm very lucky. Absolutely, Crystal Bryant. Good to see you, and thank you for being here. Hey, KY Survival, you haven't missed anything, man. We're just kind of chatting. I have nothing planned tonight. Absolutely nothing. I'm going to ask you guys for some suggestions here in a little bit. And that's a possibility too, Flow Grown. Got to have a vax to adopt. That's very possible. And we've thought about that too, Zane, foster care. But now Mandy, I think would be okay. Me personally, I don't know if I could do it. Because, some of them kids you foster, because I've had, Mandy's family has fostered a lot of children. And, you get so attached and, you have this child for whatever amount of time, up to a year or more. And then their parents decide, or they've cleaned themselves up, and which is great, good for them. That's what the foster program's supposed to do, is to help families, make it work through things. But it's crushing for the people, the foster parents. I've seen it firsthand, and it just shatters people's worlds, especially when they've been told, you will have the opportunity to adopt this child if you so choose, and then they take them away. It's hard. Just exploring every path. Good to see you. Appreciate you being here. Be Charming. Good to see you. No, we didn't have a baby, Be Charming. We're just babysitting for the weekend. Big Red, good to see you. Appreciate you dropping in. You're absolutely right, Mames. It's not that the fact that they don't need supportive parents and care, but it's just when it comes down to it, my fear is not being able to, say, I mean, what if we did and SHTF and something happens to me and then Mandy's by herself with a baby or a child, kid. I don't know. It's just a lot of weighing out. Papa, stop right there. Just do it if you're thinking about adopting. I waited for the right moment to adopt and it never came. And me and my wife are in our 50s and 60 years with 0 kids. Don't question. God bless you, Big German. Bless your heart. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. And we haven't even checked in to see if we even meet the criteria. I mean, adoption costs a lot of money, which is fine. Well, I'm not saying that's fine, like we have a lot of money. I'm just saying I don't even know if we could, if we meet the criteria. I just don't think my heart could handle fostering. I just want to bring them home and keep them safe. That's where I'm at, Mindy. Put spoiled on the camera. He wants his 10 seconds. Come here. There you go. Want to say hi to everybody? Yeah, you being a good boy? You watching the baby? Man, he's a good protector of babies. He loves babies, don't you? Okay, quit licking, dude. So I think we're going for a ride after the live stream. All right. There you go. There's Tank, a.k.a. Spoiled. Pray on it. You'll get your answer. Absolutely. Papa, have y'all thought of doing respite care for foster parents? Nah, I didn't even know that was a thing, Mames. I'd never heard of that. But if that foster child knows you care and they do go back to their natural family, they know they can always have you in their life also. Absolutely. I never thought of it that way. Down here, a person takes 2 weeks of classes and they are qualified to foster, but most here do it for the money, not the kid. Yeah, I've known some people like that too. Absolutely. Tank exciting. Back when we adopted our son, we were only able to because it was a family member. The criteria was I'll message you later about the foster thing. I know someone who did it. Cool. Thank you, Joe. Got puppy glitter all over me now. Yeah, I finally remembered to bring it back home. I got my pad and pen here. you guys, a lot of folks seem to really like the little emergency fishing kit that I kind of put together, which I'm going to work on my camera skills. I'm going to see if I can find somebody to help me film a lot of my videos, because it's, if any of y'all creators, whatever, it's hard to video and, without having 5 or 6 hours worth of editing to go back and cut and chop and put together. And I'm gonna try to find somebody to help me actually video things, so I when it comes to the teaching and hands-on, and but what I'm wanting, and I'm still going to do another fishing video about different kind of rigs you can make, water conditions, like as to where to fish for what at, things like that, but not getting too far off base from, emergency type of situation. So there will be another follow-up fishing video, but I want your guys' input. Like, what would you guys like to see a hands-on video of teaching? What would you guys, like gun cleaning, or, using the compass on an actual map, to show how to do all that. Memes, I don't edit a lot either. I really don't. Only time I stop on a recording is if I got to go the restroom or get a drink or something like that, and then I just splice it right against the next one. Some music to it, but that's it. My editing skills, like what you see, is just what I can do on a phone. That's where I do almost all my videos, is through my phone or right here. Hey, Haval, good to see you. Just a second. Brother, my girls want to paint pumpkins glow in the dark paint. I'll talk to you later. Send you pics. All right, man. Tell everybody I love them. Thank you for being here, man. Just exploring it. Good deal. Oh, there was one. Where'd it go? Gun cleaning. Knots, compass, and caring for chickens. I think Mames has asked for that too. And that's another one that's kind of hard to do by myself. That's why I'm hoping to get somebody else involved. Compass. Gun cleaning, we would probably be best served if Joe did it. Thanks, Coral. Appreciate that. Hey, James Davis. Good to see you, man. Food prepping, using 3 items for your preps. Food prep using 3 items. Food preparing, I'm guessing, is what that means. That's a good one. Both gun cleaning and map reading are great ideas. Thank you, Flowgrown. Just wanted to say thank you for the prayers that was said on Bear Wilkie's My We lost our home. And 14 days later, he was hospitalized for his kidney surgery. Absolutely, Evelyn. I hated hearing that. Like I said, he won a radio. I know that's no consolation consolation, but if there's anything, anything at all any of us can do to help, just let us know. You guys have my email address. If anything that I can do to help, just let me know. Tamara Reynolds, good to see you. Chris Pyatt, good to see you. Thank you for being here. How to use skin stapler or suture set. Take us fishing, catch clean. I like the suture I can do. Like I said, disclaimer, I'm not a doctor. I've never, you know, anything like that, but I can use like a chicken breast or something like that. A skin stapler, I don't have yet, but I could absolutely do the sutures. And then take us fishing, catch, clean, and cook. Absolutely. And I will put a disclaimer so nobody just clicks on it and there's like a fish cut wide open or something. I'll put on there for because some of y'all don't want to see that, or unless it's just absolutely necessary. I get it. Wookie's kidney surgery. So today, winning put a big smile on his face to thank you. You're very welcome, Evelyn. I'm glad I put a smile on his face. He more than deserves it. Making a fishing pole from a stick and fishing with it. Absolutely. Now that one, I might have to edit out some language. Now, fishing with a stick and string, man, it gets frustrating. I promise you. Fix a meal with 3 items from prep. I got that one. Thank you, Mames. My videos go up just as I recorded them. I know nothing about editing. I like I said, I do very little, if any. I can splice them together and I can add some music to the background, but only music that's on the app that I use. So, hey, Hillbilly Homesteader, good to see you, man. Papa, I got my radio, by the way. Very good. Glad to hear it. Let's see. Poppaprepper, how to use your preps, camp stove, prep food, build a shelter, build a fire with wet wood, cook outside, stay without prep. That's a whole series. I'm not going to, let's see. Use your prep. Because I really, time, like, I'm not going through that whole spiel again. Times are here that people need to know, how to use what they got. I not being a Debbie Downer or doom and gloom, but I think the time is upon us to where it's fixing to get pretty rough. Build a shelter, build a fire with wet wood. Basically, I just need to go camping and take y'all with me. I mean, via video. A day without power. Alternate heat light sources. And like I said, I know you guys seen my little, not rant video the other day. Not so much a rant, but just kind of like, just to let people know that I know, but, about the trash talking, whatever. And I'm not going to let it deter me at all. So I don't want you guys thinking that. Absolutely, by no means is that going to sideline me. If nothing else, that means, I'm just going to that much harder, just to prove to myself that, I know I can do this stuff. And, I don't know, but you guys know what I mean. You can depend on me. I'm going to be here. So that's not even an issue. Did 5 change his? I am wondering if he's not the one that I seen up here. If I can go back that far when we first started. And I said I like that. No, I can't go up that high. I think it said tribulation ready or something like that. Because he said he texted me earlier and said that if he was in here tonight, he would be under his new name. And that's the only one I've seen, Flow Grown, that I would think would be him. Actually, the only name that I've never seen. So, Carrie Berry, we are turning power off in theory weekend after next, and we'll have to. Hold on. Okay. And have to live like we have no power. Nothing used from fridge, cook other means, etc. That's awesome. That is really awesome. How to make campfire coffee without a percolator. If you could do a side by side with Bear Independent, that would be good. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Daggone it. I meant to start off with that, Joe, and it slipped my mind. Yeah, you guys, please keep Cat Lady in your prayers. She lost her uncle, I believe, yesterday. The one that's been in the hospital. She lost him yesterday. And also, sitting in front of the cell phone store, somebody in broad daylight, I guess, broke the window out of her car, stole her son's medicines and her purse. Luckily, didn't find the pistol under the seat. But, I mean, and that's just how bad it's getting. Broad daylight in front of a store. Somebody busted out her window and stole her purse and a bag of medicine. James Davis said a loss. I didn't see that. Oh, okay, Joe, you was answering James. I'm sorry. Thank you. Maybe how to. Hey, Donna, good to see you. Maybe how to use your preps and grid down, like how do you make meals with using your rice and beans and grid down. Absolutely. The only rant you do is against your neighbor's lawnmower noise. There is that. Hold on a second. There we go. Trib safe. Yeah, I think that might be him.
I need you to take her a
minute. Okay.
Okay.
Hi, baby girl. You want to sit up here like a big girl? No, you're not getting that ink pen. I see you eyeing it already. You want to sit in here with me for a minute? Is that okay? Want to growl for him? Go, No. Don't push no buttons. Okay, let me see. Poppaprepper, you one of the few I trust on the net or in real life. I met more than a few YouTubers that are douches. Thank you, Joe. I appreciate it, man. No has a right to trash anyway, but you have never given anyone any reason to trash you. I mean, I try to be that guy, you know. I mean, Lord knows I've heard plenty of people, creators, say things about other people and back and forth, and not one time have I ever brought any of it to light, and I never will, you know. But some people are only happy if they're miserable, and they're only miserable if everybody, like they live for being miserable. You can't push the button, sweet pea. You can't do it. I think your shirt's a little, or your sleeper's a little big. She's a little tiny baby, aren't you? How old is she, hon? How old is Penelope?
She's like 7.
7 months. She's a tiny little baby.
You ready to come back to you, man?
Are you trying to poop on my desk?
Maybe.
I think she's trying to poop.
Are you ready to come back?
You want to go Manny? You ready to go Aunt Manny?
Penelope.
Oh, she sure does, Mames. She loves pulling the beard. She discovered chest hair earlier. That was great. Yeah.
She's like, no.
Okay. I'm going to go back to Aunt Manny. I'm just waiting for her to smack that keyboard and lose everything. Whoop. Forget her binky.
She thinks.
All right.
All right, Bubby.
Anna W said, I love Penelope. Yeah, she will, man. She'll get up there and just about kills me. Yeah, like I said, I'm not worried about it. I just wanted it out there that, if you don't want to watch me, don't. I just wanted to convey that point. Just I'm not here to please one person. And I don't want to sound like a dick, pardon the expression, but I'm not here to please any one person. I'm here to try to help as best I can. Like I said, I want to help people that have very little money, very little resources, people that have to prep and, everything on a dime, and just do what they can, be as ready as they possibly can be with no matter how little they've got. Papa, I'm sorry if I offended you. I just meant because Joe's a gun nerd. Oh, no, Coral, I was messing with you. It didn't offend me. I was just messing. It's fine. I'll be the first to tell you Joe's the gun guy. You're absolutely right, but he won't get on camera. And I'll probably be bugging him like, how do I do that? I want to make sure I do this right on camera. That's great. One of my baby sharks makes a cameo in the video uploading now. That's awesome. Combat Bacon, good to see you, man. Appreciate you being here. Papa Prepper and everyone, 62 plus hours in this week, and I bought a brand new recurve bow. That's awesome. Very nice. Today kicked off deer season here, and I didn't even go. I just think it's too hot. I don't like deer hunting when it's hot. I mean, it's just a race against the clock if it's hot. No, I'm not into that. But I am waiting until it cools down. Can't wait to put some more deer in the freezer. Oh, I do. Okay, well, I'd love every one of them, man. I love babies. I love babies. Hey, Rob, good to see you. Papa, you make me, haha, happy. Man, I haven't seen that movie in forever. Hey, flow grown's right, Joe. That's all you'd have to do, man, to show you can never have to show your face. You can get voice scramblers. You could, man. That's all you need is your hands to do a gun channel. What a different world if we answered questions with "How can I help?" That's absolutely right. My daughter asked me if I would take her hunting sometime. I didn't know how to tell her I've only hunted humans for the past 2 decades. Well, there's that. I've got a boy. I'll take him fishing 2 or 3 times during the summer. Last year I took him hunting a couple times, and he messaged me last night wanting to go hunting today. And I was like, bub, I think it's just too warm. I mean, it got up to 80 here today. And getting a deer, getting it out of the woods, getting it field ready. I mean, and getting it to that's a lot when it's this hot. that's a big gamble on losing meat, and I'm not willing to take that chance. So I'll wait till it cools down, and pretty confident I'll be all right, because where I go, nobody else can. So it's a pretty safe bet. Now I probably just jinxed myself, but we'll see. It's disappointing that some preppers still choose to play games. I hope his or her subscribers get wind of it. I'm not a fan of ugliness of the heart. Wish people would stay in their own lanes. That's me too. And, I know I don't have, the best content or whatever, but I mean, a lot of channels, they depend on this for their living, and I get it. If you're that successful on YouTube and that can be your job, great. That's not the case for me. It was never supposed to be the case for me. I still got a full-time job. I got family duties. I got animal duties. I got, like today, I did absolutely nothing. I mean, in the way of prepping or anything like that, because we've been babysitting half the day. And, I ended up taking RSD to the hospital last night. So me and Mandy went. I took her to lunch today to make up for our date night. And, I just kind of took the day off. Now, tomorrow, that just means I got twice as much stuff to get done. But, you guys know how it is. I mean, think of your everyday life, everything you got to get done, and then put, YouTube videos and stuff like that on top of it. And, and I do what I can with the time that I'm allotted, Hey, Shift Kicker, good to see you. Thank you for being here. B&B Home, good to see you. Thank you for being here. Met face-to-face with friends tonight. That's cool. Need to get some range time in with new bow before I go flinging sticks at food in the woods. Absolutely. I think I've showed y'all my baby before. I can't remember if I ever found out if you can handle crossbows on a live or not, if that's considered a firearm or no. But I can do okay with a regular bow, but man, I'm in love with the crossbow. And it's awesome because you can hunt the entirety of the whole deer season. Archery, shotgun, or firearm, whatever. The whole thing. You can hunt all the way through with a crossbow, and I love it. Not to mention those saying they stand for free speech, then put conditions on it. Yeah, and to each their own. I mean, that's their own channels, and I get it. Like I said, if that's your source of income, if that's your livelihood, absolutely. Do all the tap dancing you got to do. But I've got a backup channel if something happens to this one, and not that I go overboard or whatever with what I say, but I'm done saying I mean, I'll still say jab and stuff like that just because it's habit now. But like, talking about guns and bullets and, I'm just, it is what it is, really. And I really don't think many of us are going to have channels a lot longer, because the way they're cracking down on YouTube already released a statement where they're going to get rid of everything that has anything to do with misinformation about the vaccine and it causing people to be sick and people dying. And so a lot of us are going to lose a lot of content anyway. I mean, all mine's backed up. Thank you, Shorty. But yeah, no. Got my deer last year sitting at the kitchen table. Family loved me. 308 going on. I can imagine, man. That would be something. Creators need to worry about their own stuff, not everyone else. I agree. That's why I said I'm not going to let it get me down. I don't care. That's why I put it out there. Like, I know and I don't care. I'm not here for you. I mean, and I'll help anybody, and that's why I made sure to say at the end, I still love you, because I love everybody. You have to. Let's see. I missed something up here. Oh, okay. I didn't miss it. Vacuum sealed 2 does today, killed at 6 a.m. by my oldest son. Brought them home and started processing by 9. I was the vac sealer. That's awesome. Congratulations, man. That's a good feeling. You get that deer put up in the freezer. I mean, that's just money in the bank. I got mine last year, and for the majority, I think I've made 2 roasts out of it, and the rest of it's still sealed and in the freezer, because that's a lot of our backup protein, because as long as you can still get, regular just chicken and beef and whatnot, I'll leave the deer alone for a while. Hey, Michigan Outpost, good to see you. Man, I thought this slowing the chat down would help me out, but it's not. My cat keeps messing up. I checked. Trail cam's got a couple does, but we'll see. Dropped off some more feed going out next weekend. Awesome. I don't have trail cams or anything like that. I've never fed them. I mean, I'd love to. I just usually, I know where they're at. Pretty safe bet. I mean, it's private property. They've been there for years. I mean, it's called Buck Creek. I mean, that's the name of the holler right there. So, for a reason. So, hopefully, they stay in there. Because, like I said, I've never used a trail cam. I've never used any. Well, now I have used scent, stuff like that. But, Michigan's got a crossbow too. Cool. Well, thank you very much, Alley Cat. I appreciate that. You can't forget the cookie dough, man. Tribulation Safe. Is that you, 5? It's an awesome name. I got it. Go to a deer or animal processing butcher shop. I do take mine to a processor over in Brownstown. just because I don't have a big meat grinder and stuff. I mean, I can quarter a deer and just throw it in the freezer, but I mean, that takes up a lot of room. Awesome shift. Oh, okay, never mind. He was replying. I was like, what? Man, I went over and I checked out your video, Marine, about the property, man. That's looking amazing over there. I love those. I don't want to call them porta potties because they're really not, but the outdoor bathroom, I guess. But man, they look really cool. It's looking awesome over there. Most channels bring a whole lot of different stuff to their own channels. That's what it's supposed to be. Find the information you need, provide info where you can. I don't know why that's so hard. I don't know. If it's any consolation, it helps your mods when you slow it down. I think I should have done more than 5 seconds because it's still jumping all over the place. I just don't, because I know that in some chats sometimes, and it's like you can only post or one comment every 30, 45, whatever seconds, and that kind of sucks. Popeye posted about being sick and that sinus still exists. Not everything coof. Facebook deleted. I don't doubt it. Well, buddy, got to get out of here. It's cooling off, so I'm going to go clean up and pack what didn't burn. Man, I'm so sorry to hear that, Bear. And if there's anything that I can do to help, man, just let me know. Thank you guys for being here, and God bless you guys. We love you. Same for you, Evelyn. If you guys need anything, please let me know if there's anything I can do. We love you guys. Hey, 300 Warriors, good to see you. Thank you for being here. Coyote collar plus thermal scope equals no more coyotes. Absolutely. My uncles do that game processing. They booked for next 2 years. Without hunters, might want to check before they take carcass someplace. Yeah, and around here anyway, there's for some reason very few places that's even taking deer anymore. I don't know what's causing that. It started last year. We was lucky. We found one place over in Brownstown, and they had just opened like a month before deer season started, and they were actually doing deer. But a lot of places won't even touch them anymore. I don't know why. Have you ever hear from Rev? No, Chris, I don't hear from Rev anymore. 6-shooter, I see him in here, usually a couple times a week, but I haven't seen Rev. I mean, I know he's dropped a couple videos here and there, but He's not on here like he was. I don't know if he's just gotten busy or I don't know. Anyone have an extra 21 grand to spare? I found 21 acres for 21 grand cash here in the south of your area of New York. Okay about the extra money, but it's a deal I wish I could afford. That's a good deal, man. I mean, really. Yeah, my Facebook, I said it all because it was Papa Prepper as well. And then, with everything cracking down the way they are over there, and they have a snitch button for preparedness. So I switched my account all back over. It's just me. If anybody's still on Facebook and wants to find me over there, I'm just Tommy Cook. Because of the marketplace. I watch Marketplace every day. Thank you very much, 300 Warriors. I'm doing much better. I can actually, I forgot to tell you guys, I can actually smell again, and some foods I can taste. So it's slowly coming back, little by little. Let's see. Snitches get stitches. Absolutely. Good to see you, Prepper Book Club. Now, I keep freezing on my end. Am I freezing on everybody else's, or is just something going on here? Like I try to scroll and chat and it freezes up. I keep freezing up on the screen. Hey, Northern Girl. Good to see you. Comrade, good to see you. And thanks again for the other night. I really appreciate it. I'm really looking forward to Thursday, too, man. Absolutely tribulation safe. You cannot be more correct. Processors have more business that they can than they can say grace over. They make more from cattle, so that may be why they aren't taking deer. That's probably the case. Yeah, comrade, over on Facebook, there's I forget how exactly it's worded, but there, how you can turn in people for or turn in or misinformation on COVID and stuff like that, or whatever. There's also a place where you can turn people in for being too prepared. I promise. Go look. Nope, it's fine. 5x5. Okay. Thanks, you guys. It's hiccuping here, but we're having a thunderstorm. I might have spent too much money today at Costco. Uh oh. I hear Penelope. And just to clarify, because I don't want you guys thinking that I fibbed or anything. I had canceled Thursday night live stream because Wednesday I was supposed to have a lot of dental work done, and I ended up driving all the way to Bloomington. I was over in Coral's backyard all day, and because back in the day they did everything all on the same day, everything all at once. And now you got to go and do x-rays, impression, stuff like that one day and then come back a week later. But they didn't tell me that on the phone. So anyway, long story short, I didn't get everything done Wednesday that I was supposed to have done. But since I already canceled the live stream Thursday, I left it that way. So I haven't been working on my garage, getting it cleaned up because we have wood heat in the garage. God forbid, worst case scenario, we need it, we can at least hunker down in the garage with wood heat and still stay warm and cook and things like that. So I just took the night, kept the night as being canceled so I can get some stuff done at home. But I do go back this coming Thursday. So this coming Thursday, there will not be a live stream again. But I should be back up and fine by Saturday evening. I've seen it, the snitch sites. It's going to get worse. Oh, absolutely. It's going to get worse. Absolutely. I sat in front of my computer for 3 hours Thursday waiting for you, Pop. You did not. I know you got more stuff that needs done than just sit around and do that. And if you did, God love you. And I'm sorry. But I had canceled it before. So, and you were in there. So that's kind of your fault, man. I mean, just saying. Yeah, it's all right. Like I said, I had already canceled it. And, you know, there's so much stuff that I got to get done here. It feels like I'm constantly playing catch up with myself. Uh-oh. Somebody getting upset. Let's see. Sorry, guys. Okay, I think it's time to shut the door. Yep. My computer's completely froze up. I don't know why it keeps freezing, but it's driving me nuts. Oh, she is mad. Big German, I get usually at least 10 to 12. Almost a dozen a day. I'm giving them to people that'll take them. And I mean, we got some in the fridge running out of room. I'm going to start water jarring them. I'm keeping like every big, because I eat a lot of the big dill pickles. So I'm keeping like every big jar that I get and just going to start doing eggs until we run out of room. I don't know. Because I mean, we it just depends. Sometimes, man, we'll go through a spell that we'll eat just eggs like crazy. And then there's sometimes like we'll go just eat a couple a week. I have REMC internet, Big German, which is really the best we have here. And it's usually, I mean, some nights I have issues, but tonight it's just all over the place. Like I said, I don't know if it's because it's cloudy and just rain. I don't know. My chickens are in fall molt now. I'm not laying hardly anything. Yeah, I'm surprised mine's not. I think you can freeze eggs. A lot of people use, I I've seen videos and stuff. People use ice cube trays. They'll crack the eggs open in them and then just freeze it. But a lot of people say it makes them really watery and stuff, like really bad when you unthaw them and cook them. Man, I think this depression that we're about to go through will last for decades or more. We're just in too deep. Y'all, please prep for long term. I think it's absolutely right, Shipwreck. Definitely going to be more than just, it's not going to be no short term thing. You're absolutely right. The circle of death on my end. I'm sorry, guys. I am going to dehydrate some names. I absolutely am. I just haven't got to it yet. But yeah, I'm going to have to. Or we're going to run out of room. Absolutely. I mean, which is fine. I'd rather run out of room trying to store food because we've got, a good amount of room here, but we're running out. I've actually got a room I'm working on in the garage. It's a room inside my garage that I'm working on getting insulated and set up as a storage room for our preps, as in like stuff, food or water. I mean, I'm dedicating this whole little room in my garage for that. And I'm going to insulate it really well and keep a space heater in there set on 35, something like that, just to keep everything from freezing. And I'll probably take you guys along for that too, just to see it set up. And, that's one of I wanted to have a greenhouse built. But that room will be done before winter. No matter how I have to do it, it will be done. Because we need the room. And like I said, the garage, that's our, say it is grid down, which is a very good possibility. They're already calling it, if we get the polar vortex and everything that's supposed to be coming down again, it's supposed to be here for several weeks this time instead of a couple weeks. That even as far north as Indiana, our infrastructure isn't set up for that long of a spell with those extreme low temperatures. So we could be the next Texas, Excuse me. And if that's the case, at least my garage, it is insulated and we have a wood stove. So, I'm only on Verizon new home internet, and it's awesome as long as you have good signal. Right on. No whining. I like that name. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Absolutely, shipper. Storage, yeah. Storage caches won't be here though. They're not here. I've got other places for that. Because if we have to hightail it out of here, that's our absolute last resort. I've already told you guys all that, but yeah, definitely having things stored off base, so to speak, going. Start making things from scratch. You'd be surprised how many things require eggs. That's absolutely right too, man. Absolutely. Papa Prepper, what I turned my spare bathroom into. Just saying, find your spare area for a good, safe. A crawl space under here. And the access hatch is in our bedroom closet. But I can't fit in it. I don't even know what the purpose of it was. I'm talking, you would have to be somebody like I don't know. Anybody ever watch The Big Bang Theory? Sheldon on there, how he's like all lanky. You'd have to be like that size to get into my crawl space. Big German, that's what water glassing the eggs are. Yeah, you can keep them at room temperature all winter. That's what I heard too, Coral. December, January. My garage don't have propane heat, but it's insulated. But I got that wood stove out there, and that's about the most dependable source of heat you can have, in my personal opinion. I mean, as long as you get your firewood. Yeah, this winter's supposed to be bad. From what I've seen, we're not supposed to have, but the temperatures are supposed to be killer. Like literally. Doesn't take much to widen a hole. No dirty intended. Good climate controlled place. Ours stays constant temp. I know what you're saying. And, like you guys, I've got water, like to the left of me, I've got water stacked. And then I put plywood, a piece of plywood I got on top of that I can set my pots and my little terrarium or my seed starting lights and the whatever you call them, the seed starter back in the spring. So I got all those lined up sitting on that. So, when I need to start that again, it's all accessible and still got my water and stuff. We've got stuff stuck in every nook and cranny of this house. Hey, farmer's son, good to see you. The persimmons did. My sister sent me a picture day before yesterday. She cut 3 of them, and every one of them was spoons. Yes, if I'm not all the way up to the headboard, my feet will hang off the bed, German. You're absolutely right. It sucks. I mean, not just being like weight big, but being tall big. It's Papa Prepper talked to Matt from Prepper Nation's Mod Squad. He just did some phenomenal magic in his crawl space. I'll check him out. Thank you, Mames. That's something I might do tomorrow is go try to. I mean, I know several places to go get persimmons, but they're kind of like public access. So you kind of, if you're too late, you're too late, But I'd like to get some persimmons and I need to get some black walnuts before it's too late. I mean, I can get black walnuts several places. It's private property. That's not a thing, but persimmons are hard to come by. No lining. The persimmon, the seeds in them, if you cut them in half, like long ways, they'll either have, and I swear this isn't, it sounds crazy, but in those seeds, when you cut it open, there's like just part of the seed, but it'll either look like a knife, a fork, or a spoon. And the spoons mean a lot of snow for the winter. The knife means bitter cold, like the wind cuts like a knife. And the fork is, I think that might be the mild winter. I can't remember. Persimmon trees up here are loaded. A lot of them's already fallen. And all you guys in here that deer hunt, if you got a way to get some persimmons and take them up to where you're feeding or your plot, man, deers will just about shoot themselves to get the persimmons. They love persimmons. Oh yeah, we got a lot of persimmons up here, flow grown. Where I think in the south somewhere. I mean, y'all get some like hefty persimmons. I don't know if that's just a special tree or a special, whatever. But ours up here is a rule about like that, about the size of like a gumball. Plan on a mild winter with powdery light snow. Thank you, Oddball. I appreciate that. Good to see you. And thank you for being here. Like B&B just said, deer are eating our persimmons. Last year we had a bear wipe them out completely. Man, deer, they go nuts over persimmons. Black walnuts are available in my yard, T. Just saying. That's a long drive for some walnuts, man. Now, see, I'm gonna get them. Folks, the medicinal purposes and stuff from the black walnuts as well. The hulls and stuff. But I love black walnut ice cream, black walnut bread. I love that stuff, and Mandy can't stand them. Oh, you're welcome. No whining. Persimmons, you want to make sure they are really ripe. I mean, they're best to not pick them. You want them off the ground because if you bite into one persimmon that's not ripe all the way, you'll never eat another one. I'd almost promise you. It is so sour and it like sucks 99.8% of the moisture out of your mouth. It feels like they're nasty. But now if they're good and ripe, oh man, they're so good. Very good. I have a huge black walnut tree in my backyard. Got to wear a helmet now if you're going near it. Absolutely, I hear you. My dad, some time ago, he had a little metal shed that he had built, and it had a tin roof, and it was right under a walnut tree. Man, you'd be out there working on something. Those dudes would hit the ceiling. You about flip backwards out of your chair or whatever. I just got used to it, but at first, man, it was rough. That's what I'm thinking of then, yai. My persimmon tree is a Japanese persimmon, and they are about the size of an orange. They make good pies and are very good. Sometimes here at our JC stores, we'll get they must be Japanese persimmons because they're about the size of an orange, maybe a little bit smaller. The ones we get anyway. Watched a channel do walnut syrup. Tapped the tree and I never knew that either, Marine. Huh. Yeah, those walnuts cracking on a roof, they'll make you jump. Wheelbarrow out and fill it up with walnuts. That's the only bad thing about walnuts is they're hard to crack unless you got a vise. And that's what I found to be the easiest way. Just put them in a vise and crank it and crack them. But it sucks to do with a hammer because I guarantee you're going to smack your finger at least once. But it takes so long to get enough to make like, a loaf of bread or I love black walnuts. I think it's very good, Big German, like I said, but Mandy can't stand them. I probably won't spell this right, but I heard something about grapefruit peels in relation to natural form of hydroxychloroquine. can barely say it. I'm going to look into that. Might be a good tip. That is. I had Marine, I got stuff to tap my walnut and silver. But see, I didn't know you could tap walnuts. That's awesome. Or walnut tree. Hey, wildflower prepper. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Our property is full of black walnut trees. I'm allergic to nuts. Oh, that's rough. I'm sorry to hear that. Use channel locks, poppaprepper. That might work better. Because, I mean, black walnuts, Joe, I don't know if you've ever done it, but, man, they are hard to crack. Kind of like trying to bust open a geode or something, only this big. They're hard. I don't disagree with prepping. The main thing you won't eat if you can't protect it. 100% you won't eat. That's true. Absolutely. And if you're not prepping freedom seeds by now, nah, I'm not sure what you're planning to do. I don't mean you two, I mean just in general. If you don't, you know, I was a kid, he was trying to scare me, but pegged me Goliath style. That's probably what's wrong with me, LOL. Wow. Good night, everyone. I'm going to get these cookies baked. I might catch PN Saturday if I'm not too tired. All right, Rob. Thanks for being here, man. Appreciate it. Love you guys. Be safe out there. That is the best way to get the holes off. Or that's the holes, whatever, the green stuff or black, depending on when you get them. Just put them in the driveway. Absolutely. I like that big German. Hey, Tennessee Tactical. Them walnuts are bitter here. Black walnuts are a little bitter to me. But man, I love them. Love them. Yeah, the hulls are very medicinal. Absolutely. I was watching Old Ways Gardening and Prepping, and she was making tincture out of it. That's what I'd like to do. It's almost too late if you get them right when they fall, but man, they turn black pretty quick. Crack them with a hammer like my granny used to. That's how I usually have to do it. Man, I don't know how many times I've smacked my fingers. I am going to try the channel locks. I think that might be a little easier route than smashing my fingers. A tincture made from black walnut hulls can be used to prevent radiation poisoning. Now that I didn't know it was. I didn't know it had that purpose, but I knew it had several purposes medicinally. I'm feeling a lot better, Tennessee. Thank you. I've got I think I've got my smell back for the most part. Well, I can taste some foods now, so it's slowly coming back. All right, Zon. Hey, I will. I promise. I promise I will. Ugh. Oh, it's just a moth. throw up the Discord link, I'd appreciate it. There you go. Joe will even remind me. It won't be immediately after because I think we have to run to town right after the live stream, but I will, Zane, I promise. If not tonight, well, first thing in the well, you probably have church. Oh, walnut makes an awesome wood stain. Absolutely. And dyeing yarn. I mean, you can dye clothes. I mean, that's how they did it back in the day. Off the ground, travel from Florida to Michigan. That's a good idea. It's down through here. The highway that we take to go to Brownstown, there's a couple persimmon trees that hang over the highway. I mean, the highway is just stained with persimmons, but there's nowhere safe to like park and get out. Because the tree is kind of on a hillside that hangs over the road. So I'm sure when they fall, they roll down. And I mean, there's just nowhere to, it's almost impossible to park. There's nowhere to get off the road. In the old days used to cover gray hair. I could see that working. Because anybody that don't know, now if you decide you're going to mess with walnuts and you never have, that stuff will dye you for a while. I mean, you get it on your hands, you can bet that's going to be there for a couple weeks. All right, German, thank you for being here, man. God bless you and yours, and be safe out there. Put your hazards on and make a flat tire. That might work. Man, people are nuts around here, though, dude. The way they drive, whew, absolutely nuts. Hey, Chuck Brett, good to see you. I want to have some gloves if you're messing with black walnuts. The walnuts in my yard, ankle breakers. Yep, I've been there before, rolled my ankle on them. They'll beat the tar out of a lawn. Man, there's a fly in here driving me nuts. We just always something, ain't there? I know you can eat the leaves of salad, but have to boil 3 times before eating to get. Love the new stove. And remember, you have been through a life-changing event. Moving takes time. That's the truth. Papa Prepper, have you heard of Prepperty over on Dusty Data's channel? You should play. I have heard of it, and I have never played. People to escape Union soldiers would dye their skin with walnuts to pass as contraband. Huh. That's interesting. You need a swagger. Swatter. Yeah, I'm lacking on the swagger aspect of things. I wouldn't disagree with that too, eh? 4 things you need to survive is a bow, a firearm, tent, and water. As long as you know what you're doing. You absolutely could. swagger that swatter. Flies are brutal, especially when there's just one and he will not leave me alone. Or she, whatever. Don't want to offend the flies or the fly. Mm. Yes, I'm sidetracked. I can't stand flies. Yep, the tannin will kill you. Why I never fooled with it. See, that's always the way. You pick up something, they go away. We might go black here, guys. Get off the keyboard. Seriously. Allow me. You know. Missed. I bet that was really loud. It's a spy fly drone. Grab it with chopsticks. I'm just going to ignore it. It's already taken up too much of my time. Anyway. Oops. Papa, you made it big now. The Clintons sending CIA piloted flies. Yeah, it could. I mean, there's only one. That would make sense, huh? Actually, I don't even know where he went now. He just disappeared. Uh-oh. What are you laughing at? Are you watching me chase the fly too?
No, but you need to keep her a minute again.
Okay. I'll keep her.
Cassie.
No.
Yeah, it's in her hand.
No. It's in her hand. You don't need it. Well, it was.
It's her hand.
She just dropped it. I don't know where it went. There it is. Ugh. All right. You want this thing? You don't need it. You want it? All right. Buy a tennis racket fly zapper. They're fun. I've always wanted one. I really have. I've just never bought one. They look fun, don't they? I wish you'd growl for him. So welcome back to Papa's Prepping and Babysitting. I'm glad you could join me tonight. We do currently have vacancies. If you would like to mail us your child, we will gladly watch them, take care of them, won't we? We're doing mail order babysitting. All they got to do is, and you're paying the shipping and handling, not me. All they got to do is send us their child, and we'll keep them, won't we? Yeah. Tell everybody hi. Oh, she almost done it. Oh, she's back. Diaper changing tutorial. Yeah, she loves the beard samples, Maureen. They think you're beautiful. I think she just discovered herself.
Pika.
I've got a toddler. He'll bust up your live stream.
What? Pika.
They said I needed like 3 of these. She's a very quiet. Well, y'all heard her a minute ago. She has her moments, but for the most part,
change her butt. She's.
For the most part, this is her, aren't you? I'm so quiet and content.
Get her sleeper buttoned.
Yeah, she's very quiet.
Cute.
I don't know how to do a screenshot names. If you could tell me how, that would be awesome. Northern Girl said, "Hi, Mama Bear."
Hello. What do you see?
Must have been one heck of a vacation. Do it. She's like, "You're funny, fat man."
Are you going to do it?
Everybody just thinks you're so beautiful.
I want to type.
Everybody says you're so beautiful.
Yeah, I know.
She's grinning. You guys can't see her, but she's like, "Yes, I am." Do it this way. She's rotten. Mains, how do I do a screenshot? Or anybody that might know how to do one? I don't know how to do it on the computer.
Get your hands out there.
I've actually wanted to do that more than once and just don't know how.
Somebody asked how old she was. She
7 months, right?
8.
She's 8 months. See, she's a little bitty baby.
Should be. She just turned 8 months on the 21st.
So I's tiny. See, I'm tiny.
Yeah.
Aunt Manny had to buy her a new outfit today.
Or 3.
Or 3. I like new clothes. You getting tired? You just woke up. There she goes. Can you growl now? Go. Urgh. Yeah, see? There it goes. Urgh.
Get him.
Urgh. Urgh.
So give me that.
Urgh. Print screen key. Just did one. I'll send it to you on Discord. Thank you, Carrot. Oh, that was cool.
A blesser.
Look at this way. Look. Look that way and do it. Don't chew on your clothes.
And I'm a thumb sucker.
Where's her passy? She must have dropped it again.
I got it. Tell everybody the one word you can say is dad, dad, dad.
Yeah. Dad, 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 dad. You say dad, 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 dad.
Dad, dad. Hello. That's the only thing I say.
Oh, I'm not her papaw, Chuck. No, we don't have one of those yet. We're just babysitting. I wish. I'm ready for I want a grandbaby so bad. Yeah.
You ready to go?
We'll go back to Aunt Manny. Go back to Aunt Manny. I'm probably almost done in here. I got about 10 more minutes, okay? Okay. Look at them and smile.
Come on, Pumpkin.
Hold on, we'll get her. There it is. There you go. You're so rotten. Here, here's your passy.
Take mine. We're leaving. We're out of here. Come on, Bubba.
All right, let's see here. Now back to the screen or the print screen key. Well, it's too late. Didn't plan that very well, did I? So I guess it just automatically takes a picture. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Snipping tool, shift window symbol, and the S button. Thank you guys. I am paying attention. Flow grown now. Oh, I do. Mames, I want a grandbaby so bad. I've held that baby almost all afternoon and most of the evening. Let's see. Oh, thank you, Loretta. Yeah. Oh, her mommy's here. Oh, that's right. Never mind. Her mommy's bringing her diapers. But yeah, we're keeping her tonight. Got a bunch of grandkids now working on great grandkids. That's awesome. Just drag the arrow to what you want to capture, then save it. Okay. I'll mess with it off camera, or not off camera, but off stream, I guess. Yeah, I've been wondering how to do that for a long time, but yep, there it went. Okay, cool. Thanks, guys. I got it, Larry. I was just showing her, trying to show everybody. It was kind of bright. There it goes. It's a pretty good one. I love that baby. Got my first 2 grandkids in the past year, both boys. We're blessed. That's awesome. I mean, I want them like now, but you know, I know Kylene's not ready for that, and I mean, she don't even have. I mean, she has a boyfriend, but you know, he lives over by Franklin, which is like a good solid hour from here. So I mean, they hang out on the weekends when they can and stuff, but neither one of them's ready for that. As far as as far as I've heard and seen, and you know, so I'm okay with waiting. I definitely don't want her to, you know, I don't want to say, I don't want her to feel rushed. I'll put it that way. Thank you, Carrie. Appreciate it. I told my dear heart I only married because he had kids old enough to make me a name immediately. Hello, I was 36 at the time. Peeping Papa. I'm not sure what that's referring to. That sounds kind of illegal. Papa, I figured about 30 minutes if you hopped on 65 to Franklin. Well, but 65 is about 30, almost 30 minutes from here. It's a good hour to Franklin. Oh, and I did decide. I told you guys that I was going to change the name of the channel just to kind of keep it under the radar a little bit as much as possible with all these problems popping up everywhere with YouTube. And I can't remember. I'm sure whoever suggested it is in here. And if you are, please let me know. I'm going with Papa's Teachings or Papa's Teaching. Papa's Teachings or Papa's Learning. Or Papa's Learnings. Papa's Teachings, I think, is what they said. But that is going to be the new name of the channel. Papa's Teachings. And I can't remember who said that. Flow Grown. There we go. Thank you, sir. Getting learnt with Papa. I like that too. But I think I'm going with Papa's Teachings. I like that. Carrie, you're in Franklin, Indiana? How did I never not know that or never realize that? No, I'm not. I mean, I've got to go from here to Seymour, and then it's on the other side of Seymour. So it's a good 25 minutes, 30 minutes from here to 65. And even if I go down through Brownstown and hit 250 over to 65, it's still about the same. Everybody's famous in their own way, Flow Ground. I just couldn't remember. I wanted to know who said Papa's Teachings because that stuck with me, and I wrote a couple of them down, and that's the one I really liked, and that's what I'm going to go with. Just haven't got it done yet. Franklin, Tennessee. All right, then. We went through there not through Franklin, Tennessee, but close to there when we came back from Florida. Well, it's 8:58, guys. And I'm sure John's got shotgun going on tonight. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this off, and we got to go get some stuff anyway. I got to go to town. So don't forget, tomorrow night, Prep Your Soul, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are in the book of Job. And I think we had a Prep Your Soul last week was awesome. I felt that was one of the, and you're going to call me. Yes, on A. I think that was one of the best Prep Your Souls we've had was last week. I don't know. Last Sunday just felt different. It felt really good. And it always does, but just last Sunday felt different to me. So, hey, D9, good to see you. I hope you're doing well and recovering. That was a rough ride. But until tomorrow night, guys, God bless y'all. I love you guys. Take care of yourselves and each other, and just take in all the knowledge you can and learn all the skills you can, because I think we're going to need them sooner than later. But hey, roaming prepper, you just got in under the wire, man. I'm getting ready to shut her down. But I will see you guys next time. Love y'all. Papa Prepper out.